podcast after last week, the huge blowout fight that has been so talked about on 4chan about Elon
And
Musk.
Reddit. And Reddit.
And Reddit, we've come back together and we decided it's not worth losing a friend over and a co-host, and we've made up, and we're going to tackle some other topics that we might agree more on.
First of all, fuck you. A lot of what you said last episode was a lot of bullshit and a lot of grooming style stuff. I mean, for example, you didn't even give Ghislaine Maxwell a chance.
Yeah. I was pretty close-minded. I did not want to support anything that she's done. And I need to learn, I guess, to become more open-minded. If we're going to become more of a liberal cast, then I think I need to be more open-minded to, sexual predators and
That's right.
and criminals and Muslims.
You fancy Don Lemon.
Love
fancy Don Lemon, so it should be pretty easy for you to be one of those people.
Yeah, that's a good point. So you said you were going to look over some of my recent tweets and see if they were up to the snuff and if I've been PC enough to remain, a friend of yours and a friend of your family, because they often say, that your friend Ben is too far one direction.
So many people love you, actually, in my family, but there's also funny things to be seen everywhere. First of all, have you guys all tuned in for this? Can you hear it?
I can't hear it, but I imagine I imagine if I heard it, it would be a funny little tune.
Shit, man. We almost are getting good at this.
Mine, I don't have to hit share audio. I just hit share and it does it. It's because you're a PC boy.
Share screen, and then there's a little button here. Share computer sounds. So, guys, thank you for coming back with us. We are here. It's Ben De Laurentiis and Danny Mitchell, and we are watching Ben's Twitter feed, which includes a song he made, which was popularized on InfoWars. You may have seen it, you may not, but check it out.
Gotta get me that government needle. Gotta get me that Fauci jab. Think I'm coming down with the Bill Gates fever. They let it out of that Wuhan lab. Gotta pledge allegiance to the man of science. He forgot to mention vitamin D. Ask too many questions and you'll wind up crazy. Just relax and roll up your sleeve. Spare me your conspiracy. My government wants what's best for me. Seen it all through history. My government wants what's best for me. How dare you bring up Tuskegee? My government wants what's best for me. My government knows what's best for me. My government wants what's best for me. Mitchell, you just inspired me. It has been 1 year, possibly to the day, since I debuted that song. Go to the comments on that song if you want to have a laugh.
No problem.
Go to the comments if you want a laugh. I was attacked endlessly from the left for that song, which 1 year later, it just keeps getting proven more and more accurate as time goes on.
Okay. So hold on. Sorry. I was sharing screen. I'm going to start sharing again. And you said if I go to the comments for this song right here on Twitter, is that okay?
You go to the comments on Twitter. You're in for some laughter.
Okay. The first one says, so many haters. I guess the jab also kills the sense of humor and mutates into hate. Never give up and stand for rights. This guy's supporting you.
Yeah. You'll get some of that, but you'll see. The majority is like, you'll see.
Holy shit. Mentioning the name of Dr. Fauci is not the same as being clever.
What did I say to him?
You said it was at the time. You said it was at the time. Take it easy. Beautiful. How long before it's taken down? That's what I've been wondering. You're amazing, dude. Very clever and talented. The world thanks you for this. You need a different hobby, says this fucking freak. Who is this weirdo?
Most of them
doesn't have any pictures of himself.
Most of the hater accounts had atheist real big in their title. I noticed that comparison.
Did this guy have that? You need a different he looks like an atheist. 71 socially distanced and bored as hell. He's here looking for pussy.
You're
Holy
gonna
shit,
find
that is bad. Well, I
yes.
sure dig it. Who said this? Just liberals everywhere, right? 30 followers. Depression.com, which doesn't even exist. I mean, this guy's a piece of shit.
Oh, go. There's so much better ones. So many better ones. You're gonna love this. People start really digging in.
This is awful, says Scott. Thanks, Scott. I guess I'll change. Scott has 33 followers and likes to hang out in the wilderness.
Which is surprising. He likes the outdoors and hates that song.
Pork rub. Oh, he's doing a lot of pork rubbing.
You got that right.
I mean, this guy is look. My friend recently. This is a 1922 called "Of Things to Come" from George Schultz. What a piece of shit this guy is.
There's worse, man. You're just scratching the surface.
Okay.
I had a lot of like they, them, it's with like purple hair and like eyeball tattoos that say atheist is like the only thing in their bio talking shit.
Are you recording this?
Yes.
Okay, good. This is so terrible. Peter Olson says this is so. He's a fucking deadbeat with a chihuahua.
Look at this guy.
He is weirdly movie addict. I doubt that's the only
and
thing
look,
you're
this
addicted
is
to.
probably he's probably making fun of Jesus on Easter in this picture because he's so hip.
Dirty liberal. Oh, let's see what he's up to lately on Easter Sunday. It's a GIF with no sound.
It's just Jesus being flamboyant.
What a but he loves gay shit. Look, he retweeted this. Christians are always throwing their lifestyle in our faces. If you want to be Christian, do it at home. Stop being Christian in front of kids.
We can't hear the audio for you.
Fucking shit.
You have it muted there on the corner though.
Of course, I have the right idea. Give me 1 second.
You might be sharing it. It just might not have been up on that clip. That's my guess.
No, I never hit the confirm the shoot sound. So he goes, Christian, stop throwing it in our faces. It looks like half of the plane is singing along with them.
Imagine the personality type.
That's actually beautiful.
It is.
It's actually fucking beautiful. Now, if I was hungover and it was a second leg trip.
The message is pretty simple. Whether or not you agree with it, it's fine. But like, how are you so angry about people just having fun on an airplane and like sharing a communal experience of music and like love and acknowledgement of the creator? And that's the left. The comments get better, please.
This guy said this was awful, and he's gay, and likes figure skating in the outdoors, and hates the Christians celebrating Christianhood. This new Peter says this is so terrible. Laugh my ass off. What has Peter Olson ever done to this world? Oh, it's the same fucking freak.
Well, think about this too. A lot of them didn't realize it was satirical. They thought like, I don't know what they thought really, but they didn't think it was satire.
This guy said this is a joke, right?
Yes, and I said yes, it is.
Oh, this guy makes drawings in his free time.
But this guy might have been confused whether it was satire or not because people are so crazy. He might have thought I was a serious, like, I got to get that government needle thing. Maybe he's okay.
Yeah, we don't know what his real situation is. Let me look a little bit deeper. Judging by his couch and his cats, I'm thinking he's a lib. Look, he's never pictured because he hates himself so much. He's a fucking lib.
Find the really angry.
They're so funny. They're so awful and funny. Are we live?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We were just looking at a couple different screenshots here of Ben's hate that he received from after he was InfoWars famous with his Bill Gates song.
Well, the funniest part about this, the reason all the libs attacked it is because I said something to Jason Isbell on Twitter. He said he was only going to play fully vaccinated shows or whatever with proof of vaccination. And I said, I can't believe. I said I used to have so much respect for you, and now you're just like a globalist shill, like forwarding the new world order. And he responded to me, and he said something like, "I checked out your music. I'm glad you don't respect me." And what he meant by I checked out your music, he listened to Bill Gates' Fever, and like assumed
Okay.
that's the
Oh,
best
he
thing
thought
about.
that was your real music, even though it was
Yeah,
just a little satire you had,
just a
a
little
little
joke
ditty.
song.
Yeah. So that's when all these people jumped on board. They found out who you were, and a lot of
Okay,
them
here's a
came.
good example. Is this a parody? Serious question. Yes. I said, yeah, I thought that was obvious. It's literally only a parody. It's a parody of people who shoot themselves up with experimental jabs that don't even stop a virus that's 99% survival rate and cause endless lockdowns and censorship. But he means is that like I'm confused about this guy Lawn Gnome. Let's look into Lawn Gnome.
Lawn Gnome is that a South Park character? Um, I can smell the colors outside my lawn. This guy's a fucking freak. First of all, 27 followers is a big red flag. Nobody likes him. Nobody wants to be a part of him. His father disowns him. He's not part of a fam. When you have 27 followers, you are liked by nobody.
You're a lone
You
wolf.
a lone wolf to say the least.
But is he even a real account or is he a troll thing?
Well, he's
Look at
retweeting
that.
Pith in the
Delta
Wind.
8. That's right up your alley. A new bill no longer bans Delta 8, taxes and regulates it.
God, it should not be legal. So we're potentially banning Delta 8, but you can buy horse dewormer over the counter. Got it.
So he's the libtard idiot, fucking moron, piece of shit.
Does anybody know of immediate ways to help financially with the Sevier County? Where the fuck is this? Is this Virginia?
Tennessee. Now we do want to help you. If you want to stop wildfires and shit, that's fine. I agree with that.
Oh, look, here's what he says about Alex Jones, the person that we've both been featured on his network. Take him to the fucking cleaners.
Yeah.
Axios says families of the Sandy Hook shooting victims reject Alex Jones' settlement offer. Take him to the fucking cleaners.
I love this guy is so passionate about this.
Will Smith has learned his lesson. Will Smith just slapped Chris Rock for a joke, won Best Actor, and got a standing ovation.
But explain this to me, Mitch. You might be able to do a better job than I. I haven't been able to figure it out in a year. When he said to me, "Is this a parody?" Truly, I'm asking. What do you think he meant by that question?
All right, so I got to go. Let me see what he said exactly. Okay, so you did Bill Gates' Fever. It was fucking hilarious. And then a couple rows down, you had a guy said, "Is this a parody?" Serious question.
Like, what did he mean? Because yeah, it's a parody.
Okay, here's what he meant. No, from his liberal, crazy, radical perspective, he's saying, "Are you making fun of the people you're making fun of? Is this a parody? Are you pretending to be a right-wing extremist or a cautionist?"
I don't get that. Because how would you be left wing and say all those facts?
I don't know. To me, it was pretty clear that he says it's a parody. He wasn't sure if a lot of people thought this.
Like, yeah,
I don't know
exactly. That's
how.
what I'm saying. They were having it broke their brains in a way because yes, it's a parody. Now, what does that mean? The fact that it's a parody means your government doesn't want what's best for you. Tuskegee was a horrible thing that happened to African Americans by our own government.
Horrible
It's a
thing.
government jab pushed, almost mandated to make more money for the people who run your shit. So what does it mean? Is it a parody? Yes, it's a parody. If it wasn't, I'd be like you. That's why I'm so confused by it. Only someone like Lawn Gnome would think it's not a parody because his
I
dumb
really
ass
like your
actually.
response, by the way. You said, yes, I thought that much was obvious. It is literally only a parody. However, it's a parody of people who shoot themselves up with experimental jabs that don't even stop a virus that has a 99% survival rate and cause endless lockdowns and censorship. Like, are you fucking destroyed, Lawn Gnome, by the way?
I like this guy says, is anyone going to comment the speaker is higher than the other speaker?
But is anyone going to comment on one speaker being 8 inches higher than the other?
I'm like, this is one of those guys who thinks he's such like a mixing engineer. He's like, when I heard the mix, I could tell that he was mixing with one speaker 8 inches higher than the other. You know what I mean?
It's
Like such a pompous, like I'm an engineer. Like he calls himself an
Sean
engineer.
Gold, by the way, has
Look at
a
him.
picture with his headphones on. He looks like a woman I'd fuck, by the
When you
way.
talk to this guy, he tells you, he goes, "Hi, I'm an engineer."
He
That's how he
wears
introduces
headphones to
himself.
the date. And by
Absolutely.
he, I mean a guy who looks enough like a woman that I might have sex with him.
You see a pattern here when you start looking into these people. You see it very
Oh, look,
clear.
it's so much part of him that the number one word that he identifies with, producer, composer, mixer.
And
I
he's
make
a
lots of records.
he's a Berkeley
Berkeley,
alum.
husband of this woman has to be
Has to
celibate.
not exist. Sorry, she's not real.
He wants to believe he has a wife. This guy sucks so bad. If you guys are out there and listening to this, oh look,
Oh,
is
I
he?
like that. I like that he has a real orchestra there.
Does he? Wait, who's Sean?
I thought he did pop rock music. I mean, if he composed this, I kind of have more respect for him.
I can't hear it.
Me neither.
Sean Gold is same thing as his Twitter. This guy is full of shit.
I mean, I probably have more respect for him than he has for me. But that's always how
So
she
where is
goes.
he? That's him? Oh, is he is he the guy shaking his hands in the center court?
Maybe.
Then he's pretty badass.
Exactly.
You got this guy's attention. He might be the only guy to tell if you were 8 inches. If you had your speakers off center by 8 inches.
See, I can appreciate this a lot. I don't want to hear it still, but I can.
Just because he has an orchestra doesn't mean he knows shit. Let's be honest.
All about reality. He knows a thing or two about music, but not much about, I guess, the nature of reality.
Well, he doesn't have a wife, and he has
See
all
if you
these
can
pictures
find
of
one more
guys
really.
milking cows and sucking each other off.
It's
So
funny. He's calling out that Tucker clip there. One of my favorite follows, who I told you about, the Raleigh Nationalist.
go
He
ahead.
made this, or he's the narrator for this. I don't know how much he had to do with the video, but
This is one of your favorite followers?
one of my favorite follows is the Raleigh Nationalist, and he is the voiceover for this. And everyone's like, Tucker's gay. It's so funny because they're like, everyone should be gay. We love gays. And Tucker posts this, and they say there's too many men, like muscular men. They're like, this is gay. Like Tucker's gay. It's like, but you just said gay is the best thing. It's so confusing.
What are we
Once
watching?
society collapses, then you're in hard times. Well, hard iron sharpens iron, as they say, and those hard times inevitably produce men who are tough,
That
men
looks so
who are resourceful, men who are strong enough to survive.
Oh, they're slonking eggs.
And then
Like
they go on
like
to
Owen.
re-establish order, and so the cycle begins again.
Tucker's trying to give a shout out to men being
To
men.
masculinity, yeah. And they're like, oh, masculinity is so gay. But they say gay is the best thing you can be. So I'm so confused again why they have a problem with it.
What do you like about him?
My baby is having the worst day ever. She is squealing her head off. We don't know if she's teething or what's going on. We probably should have vaccinated her, I guess, is the answer.
That means
I'm-
killer.
I made it 11 seconds in. That's what she said. That was a good burn.
It is absolutely astonishing that you think this is good. Get help, dude. You said it's a satire song, and I think I captured the energy of how bizarre the freaks are who beg for the government needle and think their government loves them. Nobody
respond?
liked what Thudman Whistle said,
Did he
and
respond?
he has literally 0 followers. Nobody follows him, not even bots. This
Go
guy
back
says,
up.
"Don't."
Who
Yeah.
responded to that? Look, I said something. Who responded? No, go back. Yeah. Well, back. Show replies.
Oh, here?
No.
Dude, half of these profiles talking shit to you are literally not real people. You're awesome. Unfortunately, being associated with InfoWars in the social media realm gets you. This guy's killing it.
Yeah.
Gets you lots of attention from bots. Don't even waste your time responding to them. He is look, Pumpkin has 0. It's a bot. And you did spend some time responding to him.
He
This
probably wasted
dude,
a
I'm gonna follow
minute of
this
my
guy.
life.
That guy rocks. I mean, he
Yeah, I
looks like
follow him. No, he's funny. He's cool.
I'm gonna lie. I don't like his face, but
You might like it more if you dig into it. Absolutely.
wow, this is art. No wonder you think Isbell is a crappy writer. Is he being sarcastic? Nobody
Yeah.
knows.
He's being sarcastic. He's so smart.
Absolutely horrible, says Hulk Rogan. With 203 followers, says RBG's
200.
love. I mean, give me a fucking break. You're running into a lot of bullshit.
You haven't even gotten to the trannies yet, but that's fine. That's you could go down this. I mean, there's tons of comments. 117. And most of them are like, kill yourself, MAGA boy.
But they don't know that you hate MAGA.
Oh, play that new Alex clip.
This is the new Alex clip?
It's one of them.
I have to see it. Are you good? Are you good?
Let me see.
You need to go visit these old stupid ass lawyers and say America doesn't like fancy production. They don't like candy ass garbage, and they don't like you getting brownie points with CNN. They want the truth, you idiots. Big tech doesn't respect you because you're stupid, you're ill-informed, you're dinosaurs. So get the hell out of the way or start leading. They are going to scuttle the whole country and bring it down. Period. And we cannot sit here and let them do it. It's just that simple. The equation is simple. The math is simple. They're the ones that said they would contest because they're losing. They're the ones that engage in the fraud to hold it up. They're the ones that say they're going to bring in all this martial law. They're the ones that say they don't want the dollar to do well. They're the ones that want to attack our families. They're the ones that tell us we suck. There are enemies.
Dave, this is old, right?
I don't think.
I feel like that was a little bit old, no?
But notice that he was holding a sword.
And they can't believe they haven't been rejected. They've got their fifth
What does the
string
sword
of
mean?
zombies that can't even talk up there, pissing down our backs and telling us it's raining. No, 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 no. Do you understand, globalists? No. You're not getting the republic. And not just the minions, but the controllers are going to pay. Do you understand, globalists? Do you understand Soros?
I would follow
You will
him
pay.
into the heat of war. I
Me
would
too.
follow his ass right
Right
in.
below it's the one I wanted you to see of the
I just took that to the beach. That's from Walmart. I just took that to the beach. It's a little roller. Very good roller. Wait, it's not real.
It's real.
China?
The one and only.
Wait, this guy's another guy we got to talk about. But
Yeah,
Dave,
we talk about him. We mention him a lot. You've got to follow him. He's great.
just started following him.
He made it all the way to Tucker with this stuff.
Yeah, his dumb ass man. He does everything we do.
Well, he does it more of in a public square, which is the big difference.
destabilization of the middle class. And that's what I'm going to give us the crack pipe all day long. Yet on that same laptop, there's supposedly child pornography on it. And these people don't care. Look at Ketanji Brown Jackson, who's about to be nominated to the Supreme Court. She's easy on child pornography. Do you think that's an accident, Tucker? None of this is done on accident. It is a purposeful destabilization of the middle class. And that's what I am. I'm a middle class person trying to save it. And I'm not here to virtue signal. I'm just saying I'm tired of being tinkled on
I love
and
Tucker's
the government telling me it's
amazed
raining.
face.
Well, I agree with that. And you don't need to be a meteorologist to know when you're being tinkled on, I would say.
You
So
really
what,
don't. No.
what's the response? You sort of have, as you watch the city council members, a little bit of contempt because they should know this is, they're being played. But you also feel a little sorry for them because they're totally overwhelmed. Like, what do they say to you?
Well, that's the thing is when you go to these meetings, Tucker, a lot of times people are nervous at the podium. I see people talking about how Child Protective Services took their kids or their neighbor's house caught on fire and their house got burned up and nobody's helping them. So people are nervous. So what I try to do is I try to put the heat on them. I want to make the politicians nervous of what I'm going to do. And the reason why is you go out there and all day long the news is going to tell us about the border between Ukraine and Russia. But I'm in Dallas, Texas, and the border between Texas and Mexico right now is just being flooded with sex trafficking, with the Chinese fentanyl that I've had friends and family die of. So the real war is right here in America, yet that this Biden administration wants to just confuse us and make us think that it's a valid excuse to go fight World War III, yet the military-industrial complex just lost a 20-year war in Afghanistan, and now they're chomping at the bit because, Tucker, the reason is our country is not being run by human beings. It's being run by multinational corporations that actually want to destabilize America in order to gain a global control, and that's what's happening. You look at these companies like Halliburton. You just look at all these companies that are destroying America on purpose, in my opinion, Tucker.
So you're not going to be on YouTube long, obviously. So I would just
No,
you're not. No, you're not. Yes, they are. Yes, they are, Alex Stein. So if you want to catch the art he's already created, do so now. Thanks for joining us tonight, Alex Stein. Good to see you.
Thank you, Tucker. You're a hero. Hey, Tucker, one last thing. Everybody says I'm baby Tucker, so if you're willing to submit to a DNA test and prove you're not my father, I would appreciate that because we're both good looking, we're both funny. We might be related, and you're my hero. Thank you, Tucker, again.
I don't think I'm old enough, but
Couple good boys.
He's a good boy, isn't he?
Yes.
He's a real good boy, isn't he?
Tucker's cool too, no doubt. I don't have a bad thing to say about Tucker.
That's amazing because you have bad things to say about everybody, even people who are saving the democracy.
No, he's not though. He's so soft.
Willie Wallace guys.
Yeah, he's like, you finally got the book so you can learn what you didn't learn in the movie. You're like, who killed whose wife? I'm confused. Like, what was he fighting for again? I can't hear you. We lost your audio. Your audio's gone.
I'm back, motherfucker. Luckily that was just one button. It's getting cold here. I look like Justin Trudeau. Now I'm back to being American.
Yes, you look like a tyrant.
Listen here, motherfucker. Do you want to do Alex Stein is a little bitch.
Well, he's coming on the podcast soon, so we'll
did you reach out to him?
Yeah, we've already talked once.
He's a good boy. Did you really talk to him?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm sure he wants to get on. He's got a lot to say. Now, his dad passed away because of the jab, right?
His mother, and it wasn't the jab, it was COVID, and they killed her in the hospital with remdesivir when he begged them not to give it to her. He insisted, don't give it to her.
Who's this in the frame?
That was you, me, and Scotty on the boat getting ready for the last week's cast, which I think was a really good one if no one's seen that.
How nice does that boat look right there?
It's a beautiful boat. It's nice to sleep on. I slept like a baby on there. My baby wasn't there keeping me awake. I missed her, but I did sleep like 8 hours for the first time in 3 months.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
And what you saying?
Common for President Biden to do favors for Hunter Biden's international business partners, like writing college recommendations for their kids.
I've seen the report. I have no confirmation or comment on.
Her cheeks always get so red when he speaks.
A report about whether or not the president, when he was a private citizen, wrote a college recommendation letter for an individual.
A college recommendation letter, though, from at the time a former vice president would be a big deal. So do we know what the president might have gotten in return for doing a favor like that?
Again, I have no confirmation of any recommendation letter the president wrote when he was a private citizen, by the way, not serving in public office. That's even the report.
But he's the president now, and you're his spokesperson.
Correct. And he was not the president at the time of this report.
Look how red she is.
So there's evidence that the president at one point was office mates with Hunter and his brother Jim here in D.C.
It's not accurate.
That is not accurate. So when Hunter Biden is emailing a landlord, please have keys made available for new office mates, Joe Biden, Jill Biden, Jim Biden, that you're disputing.
They were not office mates, no.
They were not office mates. Okay.
Great.
What is it about her? I don't like her. I don't like the way she looks. I don't like the way she thinks.
Oh, did we go over the thoughts in their head thing? I think we probably did. I was
right
probably
here.
drinking. Did we talk about this in the cast?
We never got it. I got to pee. I'll be right back. This is incredible. Not everyone conducts inner speech.
All right, I'm just going to read this while you're gone. Psychology Today. Not everyone conducts inner speech. Inner speech is frequent, but it's not for everyone. Oh, and since he's... Never mind, I can't control it. Since he is running the share screen, I can't scroll through that. But essentially, it's an article about how some people do not claim to have inner dialogue. They don't chat with themselves. And I feel like most people I know, I think that we have an internal dialogue and we decide right from wrong based on like conversations with ourselves and kind of like an inner voice of some kind. And it goes in farther within this thread to show that some people can't visualize things. Like if you close your eyes and they say visualize an apple, how close can you get to seeing an apple in your mind? I can pretty well see an apple. I really can. And one of these, you have to bring up one of these pictures. You click, and a lot of people, and they seem to be left-leaning, they cannot see images in their head when they close their eyes. They can't, maybe it's imagination. I don't know exactly what it is, but they can't visualize things, and they have no internal dialogue. And that just blew my mind. I laughed for like 15 minutes reading through these comments of all these people saying, I don't have thoughts in my head. What does that even mean? They're like, you want me to close my eyes and imagine? Mitch, go back to that and bring up the picture of the apples.
Sure.
And see if we can see. It says it's within there somewhere, or it might be down one before.
Let's see. It says not everyone conducts inner speech.
Or one above that. It's right around there. There it is. Look at this. Close your eyes and imagine an apple. Which one do you see? 1 through 5. So 1 is a clear apple and 5 is nothing. And the majority
1 and 2. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like I can see a 1 if I'm really going for it. I can see a 2 all day. These people said anyone who says they don't see 4 or 5 is lying. And I don't know why they're all Democrat voters. I don't know why that connection is there, but it is.
I believe it after it is there. The connection is there. And what we found out was that a lot of all of the Democrats said they didn't envision an apple in their head.
I don't know. I don't feel like I'm making fun of some like disability. I feel like when God created humans, we were all supposed to be able to visualize things in our mind's eye.
Right. I want to say something real quick that's going to blow you away. My father's wife, who is beautiful and nice, considerate, driven, did very well. My dad had to pull me to the dock this weekend when I visited him. He pulled me on the dock. He goes, we went all the way out, and he goes, I can't stand it. He goes, I can't stand it anymore. And I said, what are you talking about? What do you mean? He goes, I can't say a word in front of her about all the bullshit she believes. I was like, Dad, this is so unlike you and unreasonable. And he goes, no, I'm fucking tired of it. And I go, you know what? The guy from Florida seems like a good candidate. And he goes, DeSantis is the best. Trump is the second best. He goes, you know who I've been listening to? He said, do not bring this up in front of her but I've been listening to who's that dweeb from Tennessee?
Ben Shapiro.
Ben Shapiro. He's like, I love Ben Shapiro. I said, well, he's a fucking dweeb, but I love him too. You know,
You
like
start
at the
with
end.
Ben Shapiro, you end up with Alex Jones. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah, he goes, and I've also been enjoying this redhead guy. Is there like a crazy redhead Republican dude? Yeah, he's a comedian. Yeah.
And he stole, dude, he kind of unintentionally synchronous. He stole one of our ideas, and we have to get our next idea out before he does that.
No way.
He did. So I don't
took
even
one
want
of ours?
I mean, it was pretty close to what we're doing. A lot more people are starting to notice like the whole like Nazi Ukraine and trying to make jokes out of it. Luckily, we got it out in time to be original. But our next video we're doing is really over the top, really far, really offensive. Oh, this is just my child going to She did pretty good.
She didn't even care.
She came out happier.
And
She's
she came out God-fearing.
She's a cosmonaut. What can you do? But yeah, so our next sketch, I hope you can get down to Virginia.
He's gay. I called up my dad and I said, hey, guess what? Your grandson, gay. Gay, gay, gay. My dad says, you can't just say that your baby is gay before he gets a chance to tell us he's gay. And I go, whoa, 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 whoa. Straight people do it all the time. Little baby boy is born. Oh, he's going to be a heartbreaker. Little baby girl is born. Oh, you better lock her up when she turns 16. Clearly, people want their children to be straight. Well, my son is gay. Gay. Very gay.
So hold on. Clearly grandparents and parents want their children to keep the family line moving and to keep procreation and the gift of God moving on through generations to share the love and the wealth and the relationship to their family. What? Dude, I don't know. I've had too much to drink now to really deal with that kind of thing.
North Dakota man who raped 3-month-old girl. Fractured her ribs by squeezing her. Sentenced to 4 years.
4 years for raping a 3-year-old.
He got a Democrat judge.
Who's like, can you blame him?
What is this shit?
Email. They want to do a video conference with the one and only.
Ну что, ребята, блядь, всем известно, что Бонов съебался в Польшу. До Польши я наконец-то доехал, блядь. Сейчас жду.
The movement of my head.
Oh, they received the email. They want to do a video conference.
All right, I have to go take care of this baby.
Dave, you're doing a great job.
I'm glad that we made up after the Elon thing, and we'll see you. We'll see you the next cast in 2 days.
All right, you did great, and let's take it from there.
And I'll talk to you on the phone in 5 seconds.
I will too, but this is just half an episode.
Well, we'll see. It's not looking good for me out here.
Or it's no, we're not. Go take care of the baby. But I'm just saying, like, let's be careful about what we release. We said some crazy shit.
No, we didn't.